What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out something super interesting that was sent to me. This is, I don't know whether it's a war or whether it's a battle. I think it's a war. It's called The Untold Story, Kargil 1999. From what I'm aware, this is either a battle or a war between India and Pakistan. And this video apparently goes into the untold story of it. I'm very excited for it. I've been given this video quite a few times. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully we'll learn some stuff. Hopefully we get to also check out tactics and all that other stuff. I'll leave a link down below. It's by ADGPI Indian Army. I will leave a link down below to the original video. Make sure you go over there. Give it some love. Very important that you do that. Let's watch this. Let's find out what happened. You know me. I love a good history video. And when it's about, I'm presuming it's a war, but it could be just one big battle. I'm not too sure, but we're going to find out, right? That's the whole point of this video. Link down below if you want to watch the video without me waffling over the top. Also, if you're watching this, if you want to be part of my new business, if you want to check out my new community, being outdoors, getting outside, being in nature, foraging, all this other stuff, bushcraft, stuff that we're really excited about, down below, morale, check it out. For now, let's shut up, let's pull this up, and let's watch this.
Challenge is not just to fight the enemies, but also temporary memory loss, frostbite, and pulmonary edema.
I feel like it didn't start from the very beginning then.
At 18,000 feet, the challenge is not just to fight the enemies, but also temporary memory loss, frostbite, and pulmonary edema.
18,000 feet is very, very high up. I was living in the mountains of Colorado when it was around 9,000 feet, and that was a struggle sometimes. And so 18, double that. Woo.
Deployed in these conditions, the Ladakh scouts keep a vigil on the borders.
We were actually scouts. Offensive हमारा कभी रोल नहीं रहा. लेकिन ये कारगिल में जब ये खबरें आई तो फिर mobilization लद्दाख scouts का भी शुरू हो गया, start हो गया.
In March 1999, India and Pakistan signed the Lahore Declaration in order to resolve bilateral issues. Yet, insurgency and attacks continued from across the border.
There is a deep, deep history between these two countries, and I'm sorry to say I don't know much about it. I really don't. And I kind of want to know more. And I think it comes out of a place of, obviously I have this channel where I react to a lot of Indian military stuff. Also, I have that original pagan channel as well, where I do a lot of videos on spirituality and religion, stuff like that. But it's almost as if like I should know that, like, this is a major kind of conflict or a major relationship between two countries that are very there's a lot of rivalry between the two, and I think I just should be aware of why, right? I feel like I learned something about it in school, and it's one of them that's just kind of, maybe if I watched a video on it, it would all come flooding back, you know?
The Pakistan government maintained that these insurgents were not related to the Pakistan army.
But for India, the war had already begun.
The enemy sitting over there was able to interdict the national highway, making movement of vehicles very difficult.
सिक्योरिटी ने करगिल का स्टेशन का लाइट ऑफ करने के लिए कहा था.
लोकल्स को खतरा ये था कभी भी गोलाबारी हो सकती थी.
Wow.
जनता भी फौजी के साथ एकदम चौकस हो गया, अटेंशन हो गया आपकी भाषा में कहे तो.
The Indian army took measures to preempt attack in some critical areas.
Holy, this was rougher than I thought it was. Why have I never heard of this? I was born, like I was alive. I was only 8-year-old, 1999. So, but yeah, why don't I know more about this?
One of these missions was given to Major Sonam Wangchuk in the awe-inspiring mountain pass Chorbatla.
Chorbatla, it was used as a gateway for invasions by the Ladakhi king.
Wow.
As for
rough.
the commander's orders, he took out a patrol to scout the ridgeline, on the lookout for any suspicious enemy activity. He set up an Adam base and stationed one of the JCOs, Naik Subedar Tundup Dorje, on an observation post.
Oh, geez.
तो मेजर सोना मांगचुक साहब ने बोला मुझे
That's quite a trip, that, isn't it?
को तोंगल नाले के टॉप पे जाके वहां से ऑब्जर्व करना
These are scouts, by the way, though, so they're used to this type of stuff, right? Like that's their role is to go out, do OPs, do recce's, and all these things.
कि उस इलाके में कोई दुश्मन तो नहीं है.
There's an observation post. There you go. Tells you exactly what I was just saying.
In the dead of the night, 4 men scaled the summit, and by break of dawn, made a startling discovery.
नीचे जांग के देखा तो वहां से 4 बंदे बिल्कुल विचार क्या रहा था.
Oh my god.
पहले पहुंचने से उन्होंने हम कांटेक्ट करना था सर. तो सर ने बोला यार अभी फायरिंग मत करो, थोड़ा नजदीक आने दो.
बिल्कुल आड़ लेके आराम से फायर करना पक्का मरना चाहिए.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So this must be where it really kind of kicked off then, I'm presuming.
Right then, the Adam base came upon simultaneous fire from an unseen enemy.
Jeez.
दिवाली की तरह लगता. जब हम शीश लेने लगता है ऐसे आंख बंद कर देता है तो नजर आता नहीं है. मेरे साथ जो रेडियो सेट था पूरा ऐसे डाउन हो गया. दिन भर हम उधर मतलब फंसे रहा हम 4 बंदे.
Let me move my head up just a tiny bit, just so you can see subtitles, okay?
Word had to get to the others.
So they had to get comms. They had to get comms between the two because they're split, and it's not like it's a small distance between the two, is it? I mean, they definitely would have heard the gunfire, 100%.
सिर्फ 2 शब्द नीचे वाले को बात हो गया.
कुछ ना कुछ करके आगे सोनम मंचू साहब को ये बात पहुंचाओ.
Early in the morning, next day around 10:30 hours, I was contacted by the Adam base, and I was told there was heavy small arms and arty shelling which is taking place. Reinforcement will be required.
Yeah.
Major Wanchuk's enthusiasm.
How are they going to get reinforcements there so quickly, though? Like, they're in the middle of absolute nowhere.
Was curbed. He didn't receive permission to move ahead, for the enemy and his strength is unknown.
My
Yeah.
boys, they're stuck and they don't have any officer there.
Oh.
By a stroke of luck, his commander came in and paid heed to Wangchuk's situation. He granted orders to proceed.
Wow. So this was a very intense moment. I like the visuals of this channel, by the way. It's ADGPI Indian Army. I don't know whether this is specifically the legit channel for the Indian Army, but great visuals and great kind of documentary work to help us understand what's going on very clearly.
I was
Oh.
ambushed by the enemy.
हिलना नहीं, कुछ हिलेगा तो वो पक्का मरेगा. दुनिया भर के गोली आ रहे थे, इधर से जा रहा था, आवाज सुनाई दे रहा था, इधर से जा रहा. शुक, शुक, शुक.
Yeah. Shit.
In a firefight which lasted for about half an hour, I lost one boy,
Oh. That's heartbreaking.
Chawang Rigzin.
That's heartbreaking.
जमीन हमारा है, जमीन जैसे जिस्म है.
ये हमारी जन्मभूमि है तो हम यहाँ पे किसी दुश्मन के नापाक इरादे को कामयाब होने नहीं देंगे.
तुम्हारे गले काट देगा बोलेगा तो गले पेश करेगा. ले वालों के में इतना हिम्मत है अभी भी है.
Oh my god, like I'm getting like a heavy heart with stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's their territory. That's where they've been for a long time, and then this happens.
Major Wangchuk ordered one of his men to move back to the main body and tell them of the new plan. The plan was a daring one. Despite being under fire, Major Wangchuk decided to outflank the enemy from 2 ends. The group split into 2. He ordered Subedar Shering Stobdan to climb around the mountain. while he led the outflank from another end.
That's not an easy job, that is it? Oh, so we've done these maneuvers. I've done these maneuvers in the Royal Marines Commandos, right? That's why I became one of the best military branch, one of the best military branches in the world. Like, I have done this type of stuff, not in this environment, at this altitude, and not with this amount of hiking. Well, we do a lot of, it's called yomping in the Royal Marines. We're known for it, right? We go vast distances. We have to do our 30 miler just to get our green beret. So the distance for me when I see this is not the issue. Like, that distance, not a big deal. What is a big issue is the altitude you're already at while you're trying to climb them hills, while you're trying to stay sneaky beaky so that the enemy can't see you, while you're trying to get a shifty on, because you've got to do it quick, because that enemy position might be compromised pretty quick. Like, they may move. And if they move left or right here, then all of a sudden one of these flanks is going to come under heavy fire. And the other, like, all this enemy position had to do is move to this other ridgeline here, and then boom, they're all completely exposed here. And that's why they walk tight to this. That's why they walk tight to the ridge, because you can kind of just, like, move over to the other side if the enemy position move. But my God, you are struggling. And you're waiting, it looks like this right-hand side, yeah, it's got a longer way to go. And so they're probably up here in position, waiting for the other team to get in. It's cold, it's early in the morning, lack of sleep, altitude's crazy. Comms might be a struggle because of the weather. Like I said, I've done these maneuvers before, right? In the Royal Marines, but to that extent is difficult. Even for the Royal Marines Commandos, this would be difficult.
हमारे पास वो अगर आएगा तो मैं कच्चा खा जाऊंगा पोस्टकार्ड मैंने बताया सर उसी नाले से सीधा जो न चढ़ेंगे रेडियो सेट वगैरह तो था नहीं जैसे आधा रास्ते में हम पहुंचेंगे तुम लोगों की तरफ मैं टॉर्च जला दूंगा.
Then, leaving behind one man with the fallen soldier, he left with another, patiently climbing the mountain in the dark.
Oh my God. And it's not like it's a small mountain, is it?
The men at the Adam base were waiting for the right moment to start the climb.
Wow.
We moved ahead with maximum speed. The enemy kept firing at us.
Oh, so the right-hand side weren't going up. Did you see that? The right-hand side aren't going up all the way.
With
They're trying to get to this part right here, which makes sense because they've got a good position in it. So we do something in the Royal Marines where we kind of make what's like a fake flank. And I'll give you a bit of an example here. Just look at this left-hand side. What we'll do is say that we send like 4 people up on this flank. We'll leave 2. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Leave 2 like there and send another 2 further up. And what happens is these 2 start firing and enemy think, oh my God, they're trying to flank me right here, when there's actually already 2 people right up here, and then you can get an even better advantage over them. It's almost as if it's like a fake flank, right? And so this up here is kind of what they're doing. They're going up here, they're getting a flank on. Now you can't, both flanks cannot be firing in one position like that, because if the rounds go past, they're going to hit each other. So they have to come at an angle. So this one right here is coming at quite a steep angle, to the point of it makes me think that it feels more like a fake flank, whereas this left one here, the Wang Chug's movement, is a lot more closer to the enemy position, and that's probably the more lethal flank. Does that make sense? I'm presuming that makes sense to some people.
the enemy kept firing at us.
That was such a good good way of showing it right there. There, you can see the difference. My head's a bit in the way. Let me move my head up. You see the difference in this shooting position and this one right here. Very, very different. But at the same time, vital at getting 2 different perspectives. Let me move myself right there. Sun's just starting to peak up.
रात को इतना तूफान चला था सर, इतना मुश्किल हुआ था. पूरा गीला हो चुका था सर, सुन हो चुका था.
Yeah. Everyone's out of breath. Everyone's
As the third day
struggling.
broke over the ridgeline, Wangchuk's scouts had the enemy in sight.
यहाँ पर तो पूरा पाकिस्तान के 10 है साहब.
Oh my god. They were right there. Oh. Jeez.
Thunderous echoes of victory resounded in the valley.
Wow.
तकरीबन 4-5 पोस्ट था.
वो भी पूरा मतलब छोड़ के
उसके गैप से ही निकल गया.
Wow, they left everything and got out.
While no triumph is greater than the other, this was a decisive one.
Yeah.
हमारे पास ठोस सबूत जो है वो अवेलेबल था.
With evidence of the presence of the Pakistan army in the forward area.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This win laid the foundation for many more victories that followed in Kargil.
Holy.
Major Wanchuk and his scouts held the Chorbatla axis against all counterattacks for the next 14 days.
Wow. What a story. During 1999, there was no regional media, especially from Ladakh. Families weren't much aware about the happenings at the frontier. Holy. What a video. What an absolutely brilliant video. That might be one of the best videos I've watched in ages. What a story, especially because it's something that I've just never even heard of before. Absolutely fantastic. Link down below to the original video. Go over there, give it a like, all that good stuff. Very important because that's phenomenal. That have they got more videos that good? Because that was phenomenal. They've got a couple videos, yeah. Absolutely brilliant video. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Check out Morale down below. And until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.